friends. I know we started our writing a couple days ago, and then yesterday you should have been working on writing your story. I gave you some notebook paper to do that. If you didn't, you can work on that today, no worries. I'm going to show you my story, and then we're going to talk about some things that I put in it that I want you to be putting in yours, and how to read over it after you're finished to make sure it's the way that you want it. We're putting things in there that need to be in there. So I know that you read my introduction a few days ago, but I'm going to read it again just because I want to start my story at the very beginning. I can't wait to stick my toes in the sand, play in the waves, and just relax on the beach, I told my friends Sarah, Anna, and Hope as we hopped on our bicycles. After 6 hours in the car, traveling all the way to Seabrook Island, we were all ready for our vacation to truly begin. We rode our bikes to the closest beach access to our house we were renting. We knew it was the closest because we looked at a map of the island. It was so sweltering and humid that as soon as we started pedaling, we were already covered in sweat. My hair is frizzing out like a dandelion, Sarah laughed. Soon we saw the sign for beach access number 8. After parking our bikes, we excitedly walked down the short wooden boardwalk, only to be met with disappointment. There was no sand, only rocks. Maybe we should walk down the shore a little bit to try and find some sand, suggested Anna. We tried this, but quickly realized it was too rocky to even walk. On top of that, the water looked more like a lake than the ocean. There were no waves. We quickly got back on our bikes to go down the road to access number 9, but it was exactly like 8. Full of rocks and no waves. Love that, Hope said sarcastically. Finally, we decided to try access number 10. It was further away from our house, about a mile, but from looking at the map, it looked like it might be a better beach. When we got there, frustrated and a little sinky from the heat, we walked cautiously down the boardwalk. This time we feasted our eyes on soft sand and roaring waves. This was a real beach. Once we unpacked our towels, chairs, and umbrella, we all laughed about our adventure. I was so thankful to be having a great day on a beautiful beach with my friends. If we had given up after the first 2 tries, we never would have discovered a great spot where we made so many wonderful memories. So when you're writing, make sure in your story you're including your characters. I have myself and Hope and Anna and Sarah, just like I put in my plan. Make sure you're talking about your setting. My story is kind of all about the setting. We keep finding rocky beaches, and we want one with smooth sand that we finally find. And make sure that you put in a conflict. Remember, that's a problem that you're wanting to solve, and put how it gets resolved. How does it get solved? Now, in your conclusion at the very end, there's my end, be thinking about ways that you can reflect on what happened in the story. Maybe you've changed. Maybe there's something you want to learn in the future after learning things in your story. You could include dialogue like we do in the beginning to make it interesting. So what I did is I was just reflecting on the events and kind of telling about something that I learned. So once we unpacked our towels, chairs, and umbrella, we all laughed about our adventure. I was so thankful to be having a great day on a beautiful beach with my friends. That's me reflecting on everything that happened in the story. And then I tell what I learned. If we had given up after the first 2 tries, we never would have discovered a great spot where we made so many wonderful memories. I learned that even though it was really frustrating and it was so hot and we were so sweaty, we didn't give up on trying to find the beach, and we ended up having a great day together. So after you write your story, make sure that you're including things in there, like you're putting indents where you start new paragraphs. Make sure that you are including a dialogue tag. Make sure you're putting quotes around what you say, punctuation inside of those quotes. Tell who's saying it. I told my friends Sarah, Anna, and Hope. My My hair is frizzing out like a dandelion. Sarah laughed. Tell who's saying it. Love that, Hope said sarcastically. I think I missed Anna's. Maybe we should walk down the shore a little bit to try and find some sand, suggested Anna. So make sure you put who is saying it. That's your dialogue tag. Make sure you put your quotes around it so we know that that's speech. And make sure you've got punctuation where you need it all throughout your story, but double check and make sure that it's inside your quotation marks too. I know that's easy to forget. So, keep working on your story. I can't wait to read these. I know they are going to be wonderful. And oh, I almost forgot. Don't forget a title. I'm going to call mine Beach Adventure. Don't forget a title for your story. You can do that first or you can do that last like I did. All right, I can't wait to read these, guys. Keep working hard on it. If you have any questions, let me know.